Hey guys, it's Zachary from HardwareZone, and today we're going to be talking about this. This is the Torras Coolify 2S. Now, it's not my first rodeo with these devices. If you remember, I have tried and reviewed the Torras Coolify. This is the first one. It's more of an expensive gimmick because it was their very first device. It feels like a prototype. It does everything it says on the box that it does. It's a neck air conditioner with quite a cool sort of Peltier cooling panel at the back of your neck, which gives you this really quick freezing sensation. But it's not exactly something I'd want to use, even though it technically works. And then they released the Coolify 2, which, as you can see, it's like almost a complete redesign. Now this looks so much sleeker, this looks so much more polished in terms of design. They changed the hinge to the middle, they changed the cooling plates, the Peltier plates to the side, so it covers more of your neck. And it also has additional features where it doesn't only just cool, it also heats. So it works in hot weather like this when you want to cool down. It also works in cold weather when you want to sort of heat up, or maybe your office air conditioner is like one of those Arctic zones where you're sitting right under the fan, the air conditioning duct, and you want to heat up. So the Coolify 2, so much better than the Coolify 1, goes from an expensive gimmick to an expensive gimmick that I would actually want to buy and use. And now we have the Torras Coolify 2S. Now, if you look at these two products, it looks exactly the same. They have the same chassis, they have the same designs, the buttons, the vents, everything is exactly the same. But you can tell from a physical difference that 2S has an even larger cooling plate. It goes all the way from the fan, the intake fans, all the way until the hinge. And with the 2, there's actually still a small gap in between. So the Coolify 2S, slightly larger cooling plate, slightly larger cooling area, slightly improved motors and fans. It has a bigger battery, 5000 milliamps versus 4000 milliamps, so it lasts longer. In my sort of tests, it lasts anywhere between half an hour to 1 hour longer with the Coolify 2S. So technically it's just all the specs that are better than the 2, but it also has something new. The Coolify 2S now is able to be used while it's charged. So you can basically plug it in if you have an external battery pack, and it will run while it's being charged up. So you can sort of extend the battery life more than the 2, which couldn't do that. The other thing about the 2S, this thing now is a smart product, possibly what the S stands for. So Torras has put in a Bluetooth chip and developed a mobile app for it, so you can now connect it to your phone and very easily check like the battery life of this thing and change the settings from cooling to heating mode, or the fan speeds 1, 2, 3. You can just slide your hands over it, and it's so much better than the original where you basically just have these two buttons, and while you're wearing it, you have to keep pressing it. You kind of don't know where it is. Plus, look at this very small little LCD on the side, which in this kind of sun, can't even read it at all. So there's that. The Coolify 2S is basically just a slightly improved version of the 2. Bigger battery, bigger cooling plate, better motors, and of course now has app connectivity as well. So we know what the Coolify is, we know what it does. It has cooling, it has heating, it's a neck fan. Basically, we know that it works. It's basically nothing else to say, right? Well, this is HardwareZone, so we do have to test these products, and that's why I'm out here standing in the sun talking to you in the middle of the afternoon in Singapore. Now, we've been having possibly the hottest 2 or 3 weeks so far, where temperatures are around 35 degrees Celsius and 80 degrees, not 80 degrees, 35 degrees Celsius and 80% humidity. I'm standing out here talking to you and I'm already starting to sweat, but we want to test whether the Coolify 2S works in these sort of extreme conditions. Now, I know it works walking around. I use it all the time in the past 2 weeks, and it works so well that even when I'm walking out, my wife basically wants to take this away from me and use it herself. So in terms of just cooling you while you're walking, it's a great product. Like I said, it's gone from being an expensive gimmick to still expensive, still gimmicky, but it's still something that you actually want to use now. So let's get to testing and why I'm up here on the roof. So for our extreme test, we are going to be standing out here in the hot sun, brewing coffee, right? A nice little pour over. But I've just realized that I've hit a little snag in my plan because the power cord that I've brought isn't long enough to come all the way out here. So we're gonna have to boil our water back there and then come back out when everything is ready to be brewed. So see you soon. Okay, water's boiled now, and this is either the most brilliant or the dumbest thing I have ever done. I'm wearing the Coolify 2 inside this dinosaur suit, and we're gonna try and brew coffee in the hot afternoon sun with the addition of by being in a suit. I am basically setting it to the second. Oh, see, we already have a problem. I can't open the coffee packet. Okay, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna remove one glove. We already hit a snag, but I'm sure the rest of it, no, I have to remove both gloves. And I can't even see my scale. But anyway, it actually feels better inside. Oh no, the planes are back. We'll just brew. I can't really see what I'm doing. 12, 15 grams, that's great. Just enough time to brew this thing. You know what? Wearing the Coolify 2 inside this dinosaur suit actually feels cooler than it was outside the suit while I was talking to you just now. I mean, it's still hot. I guess I'm still going to be sweating. We'll see after I take off this suit when we finish our brew. But yeah, this is what we do in HardwareZone. We test things to the extreme. Coolify 2, hot afternoon, midday sun, 35-36 degrees Celsius, 80% humidity, brewing coffee for an afternoon tea. I can't see. Where's the line? Oh, this is much more difficult than I thought it would be. This would never have been possible with the little dinosaur arms. Yeah. Anyway, have you ever seen a dinosaur brew coffee before? No, neither have I. Good thing is we are outside. Water goes out. We are going to brew something iced. My ice is melting. What do you know? It's back on. Okay, this is a mess because I can't really see what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to get everything out of the way. Maybe I'll put it to 3. Can't reach. What am I going to do? I'll use the app, but I forgot to bring my phone out. And we're already starting to shoot, so let's leave that. This was not a well thought out idea. Thought it'd be cool, but once you start to shoot this, there's no stopping it. I can't see the time. Oh, there we go. 90. Okay, we're about the end of our brew and our little experiment. My hands are definitely sweating right now. I can feel it through the suit, my arms. My head's pretty okay, my neck's good. The moment of truth is this is done. And there we have it. A nice afternoon iced pour over geisha. Ta-da! Okay. That was whew. Okay, now let's take this out so you don't hear the fans. I don't know how much of what I said you could hear just now, but basically, if you look at me, I'm not less worse wear than I was just now. It definitely got sweaty, and I am partially drenched neck down, but neck up. If you look at my forehead, I don't know if you can zoom all the way there, I'm not actually sweating, which is incredible. My head is dry, my neck's a bit sweaty, definitely, but everything face up where the wind was blowing is sort of dry. This is really cool. I did not expect that. I expected this to sort of happen if I just did this normally, but not in the dinosaur suit. Now I know nobody's gonna walk around town in a dinosaur suit with this, but this is definitely useful with the additions to the Coolify 2. Right, it's so much more user-friendly now. It's so much more functional now. And I didn't even talk about the case. Look at this donut case that it comes in now. It fits exactly the size of the thing, and you can just hold it around. It's really handy, and yeah, it's the Coolify 2S. Now, price, right? I talked about the original Coolify as being an expensive gimmick, which did exactly what it says it does on the box. But the question is, would you use it? Would you wear it? And maybe for the one, maybe not. Maybe on such ridiculously hot days, you're just gonna wear it because you need some comfort. But from the Coolify 2 onwards, and especially the 2S, I think it's worth it. You know what? I haven't even said the price yet. This is $279. Yes, I know. It is expensive. $279 gives you a little pause, but this has now become one of those things that is not just a niche gimmick, especially when you live in Singapore. It's hot almost all the time, it's humid all the time, and with it's an ergonomic case like this and a design that basically looks good, right? It doesn't look any more out of place. It certainly looks better than if you're going to be wearing say that Dyson Zone. Yeah, I'd buy it and I'd wear it and cool down with coffee. Oh, that's really good. This is a lot of setup for this, but it's worth it. Oh, before I go, do remember to like and subscribe if you like what you see. If you'd like to see more of the dinosaur, which I don't think we'll do very often, but hey, tell us in the comments. Check out HardwareZone.com. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Hey guys, before you go, don't forget to check out HardwareZone.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join in the conversation. Like and subscribe to our YouTube if you want to see more of these videos. Do it.